Ugh. Oh boy. Oh no. Here we go again. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Uh-oh. Huh, that wasn't too long ago at all. That, friends, is a fairly fresh deer rubbing. I did follow a game trail in, so I'm thinking we got some deer running by here, which is pretty freaking cool. Howdy ho, friends! Welcome to another episode of Trekking Tuesday. What is going on today? Quite a bit. We're going to film a video for YouTube, and we're going to use the lean-to shelter for the last time. Heard some knocking in the woods from that direction. Anyway, this is the side of the river where I've had a tree thrown at me many years ago, and that is on video. All right, where were we? It's going to be tagged at the end of the best bushcraft knife. It's going to be called specialty tools, add-on tools that you carry with you only at certain times. After we get done with that, we're going to disassemble the lean-to, because I want to use these poles right here to make a teepee and then cover it. Whoa, look at that spider. Come here, guy. Yeah, we need to definitely be careful when we take this thing apart. There you go. He's good. Ow! I hit a tree stump. Oh my God, I just tripped over a stump of something. That kind of hurt. Anyway, so we're going to carefully take off the back of the shelter because I don't know what bugs are living in it, and just kind of disperse it out throughout the area. I do believe I want to build the teepee somewhere in this area. It will be covered with the shrink wrap, and then I'll put the stove in it. And it's basically, oh wow, we still got a pile of materials here to work with. I wonder how many snakes are living in there. Oh, very nice. But anyway, it's going to be showcasing that a while back on Facebook, where they showed that video of the two gentlemen building a teepee in the wintertime with the shrink wrap, putting the stove in there. They said they could do it for like $5, maybe $20. We're going to see how much that actually does cost. All right, first thing, gonna clear the area out a little bit, get the cameras out and shoot the video first thing, because we've got perfect sunlight. If we wait too long, it's gonna come at this angle, hit the side of the lean-to, and not be good. I got the video done. It took 2 takes. I used 4 cameras. I got all the B-roll footage taken care of too, which is great. Everything is sealed up and it's Ziplocs, and I'm going to start putting stuff in the the dry bag there. Why? Well, It has started clouding up. I don't understand. It's not supposed to rain today. I don't get it. But if you look, see how puffy them clouds are? There's some serious turbulence up there. Of course, here in the Midwest, who freaking knows? Last week it snowed. Okay, time to relax with a little dandelion tea. And what I've done, this is the raised grate made out of expanded metal I use for the dog bowl oven. I simply put it on top. And now our cup will fit on it without freaking falling through. There we go. And I chopped up some wood chunks here with the cane machete. And oh my God. That thing is a brute. It's a beast. I have a feeling I'm going to get a lot of good usage out of it. Yeah, well, we got our tea going. And I got a little rust on my lid. Uh-oh. I think we got our lid on there too tight. That's not good. Come on. Well, crud. Let's put that right there. That's kind of hard to do in one hand. Can he do it? Probably not. There it goes. Alright. Put that back on there. Actually, we just need it to come up to a simmer, not a roaring bubble. Okay, let's shut this guy off. And this battery charger is working great, man. 2 days ago, I checked the battery. It was dead. I mean, it wasn't dead. It had a little juice left in it, but not much. And yesterday, I was at the laundromat. And today, when I was out here, I just simply put it on the solar panels and charged it up. You know what? If we had to, we could probably put this windscreen on. Yeah, we don't need it. All right, so the plan now, things have changed a little bit. We're gonna pull all the thatching off this roof here, and we're gonna do it very carefully just in case something's hiding in it. And I'm gonna have to get my other gloves out too. And then we're gonna disperse it throughout this area here. And I think I'm gonna leave the subframe up for right now because I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I can't really see because the river's that way. There's another line right there. So we could get wet, which could be a problem too because we got to cross that creek again. Let's take a look and see what we have done. We pulled all the thatching off, and I was very careful when I did that, just in case there was a snake hibernating in it. So I kept hitting it with a stick just to make sure. Let's see how well she's held up. Main supports, excellent. Cross sections are good. But the lower we go, you notice where all the water was, they've dry rotted. So this whole bottom section, this is pretty much toast. Oh, that's a good one. All right, so what I'm gonna do is take all the big poles, pile them up against that tree. I don't know. I really don't know. It's only 3:30. I'm not sure what's happening. We might build a quick A-frame shelter just in case. I hope we don't need it. Let's see, I'm pretty sure our tea's done. Let's take a look-see. Oh yeah, it just needs a steep now. All right, tea is out. Next, we're gonna put our soup in there. We're going with the chicken and wild rice. Can we do this one with one hand? We've got all the structural pieces dismantled. The only thing left to do is throw these away or disperse them. Actually, I think I'm going to keep them. I'm just going to keep putting them on that pile over here, and that could be firewood for the future. Of course, I wouldn't have a fire right now because this place is just a big freaking tinderbox. And then basically I just threw all the roof thatching there. You can kind of see some of it there. Just made a really big circle right there. And yeah, so on and so forth. Let's see how the soup is doing. Oh yeah, it's getting there. I'm just going to bring it up to a small bubble, and then we're going to let that cool off. Yeah, that needs to cool off too. I don't know, friends. I don't know. So what we're going to do is I kept these 3 poles out. I've got a piece of old 550 right there. We're going to tie them together and set up a quick frame. It's just in case I have to throw a tarp shelter up real fast, because I do have my tarp right there. Soup is done, and it's extremely freaking warm. Let me taste it. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh man. Ooh. All right. Next on the list of things to do, I've got this set up just in case, and all we'll do, if I have to, I don't want to do it now, is we'll just take my shelter system out. Go from there, up, over a little bit, wrap around, and basically we'll have a little shelter put together. Oh my, that rice went south. I'm going to start putting away all the gear that I do not need, just in case it rains. We're going to burn that stove out, get all the coals out of it, and disperse them properly. The poles are now stacked. Those are all good poles right there. And I went and grabbed a couple out of there that were good. So that'll be for the teepee project. And from what I'm seeing, I think it's going to work out pretty good. And the poles are at the right height. Let's check on the weather here. I just come up with the craziest idea. Okay, so here we got our teepee. Now, what if we lash cross sections all the way around the sides there, and then we weave in more cross sections in the center? We could build a raised bed inside the teepee and have the cover it. That's a good idea. Obviously we can't do it with these poles, but we can do it with a teepee that's a mile that way. That may be a project maybe next week. I don't know. We'll experiment with that. Oh, right. Everything is packed up, back in its packs. There's the coals from the dragon stove. They are 110% out. In fact, I'll pour a little bit more water on them before we leave. The poles are stacked up. I'm going to look around, make sure I didn't leave any trash, and then we're going to saddle up and start heading out of here. Now, this way will take us the long way out. That way is the farmer's field. That way is the river, and the sun setting right over there is the river. That direction is going to be the road in. So we're going to go diagonal and take lead. See that tree right there? We're going to head towards that tree, and that tree line should be towards the riverbank, because I'm going to take a look at the river and see how far she's going down. So I took a little bit of a different way. I followed that game trail, and it led us here, and we're at the edge of this raised area, because you can see down here, that's where the water came through. So that's telling me this is the same height as the levee, and we're going to take that way out. The river, you can barely see her. She's right over there, not too far away, and it's going to take me a month of Sundays to get all these darn Klingons off me. Yeah, look at that. I've become one with the Klingons. So we're going to head that direction and see what happens. If you remember, a while back at the beginning of summer, or when I got in here when the floods were kind of at a low, Giggity. I found this thing. I discovered what it was. Its original design was to measure the groundwater. Obviously, it's not doing that anymore because it's full of silt. Now, I don't know. I see something red right there. I'm not sure what it is. See if we can zoom in. Nope, we can't. We're going to go over and see what the heck that is. Well, that was anticlimactic. The red thing turned out to be trash. On the plus side, we came through that way, up and over, and we avoided the sippy hole because it is still pretty slick because there's a river right there. Mountaineer should be right around the corner there, so we're just going to hike around, cut through, and pop out at the Mountaineer. There's a huge, and I mean a huge whirlpool trying to form right about there. Every once in a while it gets kind of spunky, but you can see the rivers come way down. Before last time I was out here, the water level was right about there. And now, as you can see, you can access the boat ramp again. The shoreline's coming back. Eventually it'll come out to right about there when it's at normal water levels. And we're actually, last week there was water on this, but now we can stand on I guess this is kind of like a little pier or something, or a dock. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at that. You know, I could probably pull off a hyperlapse. I think I've got enough juice left in my backup battery to do it with this phone. I might do that, friends. Uh-oh. All right, we're going to wrap this here video up, and I'm going to go see if I got enough stuff in the Mountaineer to pull a hyperlapse off. If so, it'll be at the end of the video. It's been a great day. I got quite a bit accomplished. Got the video shot, supplemental tools, or whatever I'm going to call it, add-on tools. I got the shelter tore down, the lean-to dispersed all the debris we didn't need anymore. Speaking of debris, look at all that. Interesting. Got enough poles where we're aware we can build a teepee. And then I got an idea for a teepee. Isn't that so cool? That's where the sun is just hitting right there. Well, we're going to wrap it up. Thanks for coming along with me on my journey, and I'll see you guys on YouTube.